Welcome to This Sports on This is Beirut. A lot is happening in basketball, from an intense battle in the Lebanese League to regional tournaments and the FIBA Asia Cup this summer. There's a lot to talk about, and joining us now to break it all down is a former national team coach, current Homenetmen coach, and one of the sharpest minds in the Lebanese game, Coach Joe Moujaes. Coach, welcome to the show. Great to have you with us.
Thank you, Hala, for hosting me on this platform.
Coach, last season, Homenetmen had a great season, one of the toughest teams in the league. What is the missing piece for you this season, and what would it take Homenetmen to secure a spot in the Final Four?
Okay, let me go a step backwards. Last year, we started, the Guy Manoukian group came back to Homenetmen, and we thought to bring back the team where it's supposed to be. So we worked hard to bring a team together to finish third, and it was, like you said, it was okay. This year, because of the war and because of so many things, the budget deficits and things of that sort, we decided, or we opted to make a team with little budget, but our experience in the field and our know-how in the game would lead us to good positions. We started bad at the beginning of the season, and then we picked it up. But injuries, the low rotation affected our team, especially with injuries. And now we're struggling between the position 5th and 4th. We were 4th, now 5th. But this league is very competitive.
Exactly, and one of the major changes this season was the absence of Jarrah Hadidian and Jad Khalil. Would you say that their departure was a loss for Homenetmen and hard to replace?
Definitely, Hala, it's a loss for Homenetmen. We wanted to build a core last year, so we wanted to build a core around those three players, practically Jimmy Salem, Jad Khalil, and Jarrah Hadidian. We brought in, not to forget to mention, Gary Chivichian and Gabi Ajimian from America. So we thought to build up a core around 4 or 5 players, young, supposedly talented, that can go and stretch for a 5-year plan. We failed to contain them. Sages went in and bidded more.
And Riyadi recently brought back Kika, and fans are already comparing him to Marin Maric. Do you think Kika is a better fit for Riyadi?
Marin Maric, I think he didn't take his place in Riyadi, whereas Kikanovic is a player, I say he never left Riyadi. He left for a while because of the war and he couldn't return, but he knows all the players, the same game, and he fits better for Riyadi, and Riyadi management knew about that, but they couldn't get Kika before. So now the situation opened and Kika is back, so he will give them a great aid.
And looking at the bigger picture, Beirut and Sages are very close in the standings. Who do you think is the stronger contender to making it to the finals?
Okay, let me tell you something. Sages is a great team. Beirut is an excellent team. The last few adjustments Beirut didn't show great effect against Riyadi. You see the blowout game, which was embarrassing for Beirut. And Sages, same-wise, they changed the coach and things. So once you change the coach, there will be a change of the identity of the team, and this can create either a jump or a drop. But I'm sure that Sages fans are always backing up their team, and the fans eventually will put great effect.
And there's been a buzz about big names like DeMarcus Cousins and Dwight Howard joining the Lebanese League. Homenetmen's president, Guy Manoukian, was interested in signing DeMarcus Cousins. If you make it to the Final Four, is such a big signing still on the table?
Definitely yes. DeMarcus Cousins, we've been having talks, and so many clubs in the league are with talks with DeMarcus. I think if we make it to the Final Four, that would be, we throw all the cards up, and I guess it would be a great matchup against Riyadi.
Who are the other clubs in contact with him?
I believe Beirut at the time they were in contact with. This is my understanding. And I think one more team was, but not anymore. I think Antonine, but they decided to sign Michael Watkins for him.
So you're the closest team to signing DeMarcus Cousins?
Well, it's a big question mark. In signing in Lebanese league, you need to wait and see the matchups you're playing against. Our matchups now against Antonine, so we're focused too much on Antonine. Once we pass Antonine, we're in the final four. Then we will see the budget, where we stand, what are our chances, and then we can spend according to what our plans are.
And Dwayne Jackson is now back on the team. So you're going to wait for the Final Four to make further changes to the roster?
The play-in will determine what player will stay with us. We know that T-Bay, Tyler Bay, is half injured. So we're losing some games because of this injury. We will see. If he's still good, we decide. If he's bad, we might change.
So just recently appointed a new head coach, Leon Gavriel. What do you think of the direction he's taken the team in so far?
Okay, I'm lucky to know Linos. We call him Linos. Coach Linos from Bahrain. He used to play against me in Bahrain. So we know him very well. He knows the league very well. You know, every coach who coaches in the region highly look at the Lebanese league, so they know the players, they know the competitions, they know the mentality. They're close to the Arab mentality. I guess he's closer to the players. He's a players coach. This is what we name him. So definitely he will be a great help for the team. Okay, they didn't have a great start with him, but I'm sure they will end up in the best way possible.
Coach, let's rewind a bit. You had a tough loss against Antonine recently. What went wrong for you in that game?
Everything went wrong. This is how you lose games, when everything went wrong, goes wrong. The thing is, when we were preparing against Antonine, we had some of our elements supposedly to be ready. Before 2 practices, we had an injury in practice for Tyler Bay, so he couldn't play practically all week long. We had to put him an injection of anesthesia, imagine, on his knee. So he's practically have a leg that numb. He doesn't feel it, and he played the game there. We had the injury of Gary in the game. Basil Harfouch couldn't play the game. And what the incidents that happened with Gabi Ajemian coming late, and you know how frustrated we were. So everything went wrong, and we couldn't match the game.
So Gabi didn't play that night, and then there's been a clash involving him, you, and a staff member. What exactly happened that night?
Usually, everyone who attacks my staff, this is a red line. There was in basketball there's some frustration, stress, routine. You know how it goes. So sometimes you can't take it, you can't control yourself. So the player went in a clash with a staff member. And I have no tolerance in that regard, so I had to kick out the player because he was late to come to the game. That's already something hard to swallow.
Coach, now let's talk national team. The Cedars are heading to Jeddah this August for the Asia Cup. As a former national team coach, what's your take on the current squad?
I love the squad. This is the squad that I built it. I'm with my colleagues, other coaches that helped as well. So I feel belonging to this squad. This squad, when we built it, we said it's going to last for 10 years. It's the new era, the new blood, we called it. And I'm sure they will do excellent in Asia.
And now they recently added naturalized player Dedrick Lawson, who is 2.06 meters tall and plays the 4, although some local players had called for a naturalized center. Why do you think the choice fell on Lawson?
I believe the choice is the best to go on a big 4-man or a swing 5-man. Let me explain why. A big 206 that can play offensively the 4 or the 5. If you play the 4, you can play the 5. But the key is to defend the 4 and to defend the 5. So I guess this player can defend the 4 and can defend the 5. So it will be a great mix, being him Haidar on the court or him Haik, say, on the court, so he can be playing in multiple positions. This is what the team needs.
But Lebanon's in a tough group. How far do you think the team can go this time? And do you think they have a legitimate shot at winning the gold?
The thing is, Lebanon last time in Asia, we finished second behind Australia. And it was a great achievement back then. I would say anything below this is not a great achievement. You know, teams go forward. So I say, from my perspective, if you finish top 4, that would be the minimum we can accept as supporters to the national team.
But is Lebanon ready to face Australia this time?
If in the group stage we do well, so eventually we won't face Australia unless in the finals. So this is the aim right now, to do greatly in this group stages to avoid Australia. I know that Australia, I think, is in our group, or we will be facing Australia early. This is better, this way you won't be facing it later on. So I guess we should be facing Australia in the finals.
There's been a lot of debate around whether a Lebanese or a foreign coach should lead the team. What are your thoughts on that?
Misha Perisic is still coaching the team, so I don't think there's a move to change. I think the change would be after Asia. If Lebanon does great in Asia, I would say the Lebanese Federation will extend the contract to Perisic. If not, I'm sure they will go for a local coach.
Let me put you on the spot here. You had an undefeated record with the national team. If an opportunity came knocking again, would you want to coach the national team again?
I want to keep my record clean. So 18-0, I want to keep it clean. No, the thing is, the national team is a place for everyone. Every Lebanese coach, his dream is to go, or her dream to go to the to coach the national team. So I would give my place to whoever is doing greatly in the league, and I suppose Coach Ahmad Farran is doing exceptionally with Riyadh, winning so many titles, so he deserves a shot, if he's willing to, of course.
Coach, back to the league, Ahmad Ibrahim is reportedly making a comeback. Would you be interested in signing him for next season?
I would love to have Ahmad back. We had him 1 year, and I would love to have him back. He's an exceptional talent. He's a different character than others. You need to accept him how he is. You need to work around him. And I would love to have him from your podcast. I will tell him, Ahmad, your spot is on.
Do you think he would want to come back to the Orange Hell or the Green Castle, given that he had a successful career with the Homenetmen?
I think also he had a successful career with Sagesse last year. They finished second. They were finals in Wassel. So I believe Sagesse is a big team. Everybody likes to play for Sagesse because of the fans. But the stress that goes around the team, the stress that goes day in, day out, would make players worry to play with Sagesse. But I say, Ahmad, you tried Homenetmen, you know how fun we are, so come join the fun.
Did you catch this on camera, by the way? I want you to look at the camera and ask him to come back.
I'll send him the link then.
Coach, what do you think your roster was missing this season, and any particular players that you've got your eyes on for next season?
My roster was definitely missing a big guy, local big guy. We had a rookie big guy that he doesn't know the league yet. He's still young. We're working on him, and definitely we were missing a big guy, local big guy. And for me, eyeing on players, frankly, I'm looking on several aspects. I'm seeing so many talents growing. I would love to see fighters joining our team, and I have few, my radar is locked on few players, and I would love to have them on.
What players?
Actually, I don't want to name the names because they're still playing with their teams, and if I create the buzz now, it's gonna mess up their game with their club. So I would respect this. I will be waiting for the end of the season, then we will declare our moves.
And Coach, what are your thoughts on the recent rules, the new rules that the Federation adopted, especially regarding the List A? How would that impact players and your signings for next season?
I'm not sure that the Lebanese Federation have issued an official thing that states what would be the format or what would be the rule of next year. It's been said that there will be no List A and 3 imports, but this is not sure. We're waiting on the Federation as early as possible, and I will ask the Federation from your platform to set those extremely urgently, because we need to set our teams. It all differs how we're going to play the format. Are we playing with 3 imports altogether? Is there any List A? So we still have question marks, nothing declared officially yet.
And finally, Coach, your son Kyle is currently in Canada. When will we see him in the Lebanese League?
Kyle, he left to Canada at age 16. That was last year. Now he's 17. He's working hard with his program in Canada. I say he needs to go and play college outside, either in the US or in Canada. And hopefully when he returns stronger, fitter, he will be shining in the league. So I don't want to rush things, but I'm waiting on him.
Which team does he support here in Lebanon?
I think he supports Riyadi.
Oh.
Yeah.
And would you want to coach him?
I used to coach him when he was younger, but in professional level, I will definitely not coach him.
Coach, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck in the games ahead.
Thank you. Lovely show, especially in English. All the shows are in Arabic. Usually I think in English and translate. That would be the best show for me now.
Thank you. And with that, we come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to follow This is Beirut on all social media platforms and check out our website for more episodes.